Hello everyone, my name is Al, and welcome to a professional match of StarCraft 2. Today, on the map Tropical Sacrifice, we start in the bottom left corner with our red Zerg player, who many consider to be the greatest of all time, and I also consider, for what it's worth, Serral. In the opposite corner, our blue Terran player, we have Spirit. Now, some of you may not quite have heard of Spirit. He is a pretty accomplished Terran player who used to actually go by the name of Soul. Now, he's been playing for a little bit of, a long time. He is from Poland, and he is a pretty decent and sometimes surprising Terran player. Now, Soul is a name that I've known for a long time, and obviously since he's become Spirit, I kind of forget that it's him, you know. So we'll have a look at what he does against this one, because he's playing against Serral, and this is pretty crazy. Now, why I want to highlight Spirit a little bit is because Spirit actually plays for Kaizi Gaming. So he has teammates as, like, for example, as that was a lot of prepositions. Is that the right word? English teachers, help me. But anyway, on his team is a certain Italian player called Reina. Now, there have been a lot of very big names that have been on Kaizi Gaming. But the biggest at this point is Reina. He also has Time, who's a very good Chinese player. But yeah, so he's in good company on his team. So we'll have to see what he does in this game against the GOAT. Serral, on the other hand, I keep saying it, but do we need an introduction? I have been a big Serral fan. I think I'm a little bit of a Serral fanboy, as much as I don't want to. Every time a tournament starts, I kind of look at it and go, okay, Serral is in it. I really don't want Serral to win, because I want someone else to win, you know? Let everyone get a chance to win tournaments and trophies and stuff like that. And as the tournament progresses, I find myself more and more just deep down really hoping that Serral does actually win, that he makes it another tournament win for him. He's too strong. He plays way too well. I mean, he's the reason why everyone thinks Zerg is broken. And not only him, Reina, Dark. There's a bunch of really good rogue, really good Zerg players out there. Yeah, they're making the race look broken. Please stop it. You're destroying it for the rest of us. Everyone thinks Zerg is overpowered. And, I mean, no, it's not. I don't want to say, no race I believe is overpowered. But the thing is, if you can maximize all of the things that Zerg has, then yes, they are very strong, because they're very micro-intensive. If you can work on those spellcasters using Vipers and Infestors, along with your Queens, along with your Lingbane or Roach Ravager, depending on which one you go. Now, for the average person, that is quite an army to control. Okay, so if you look at if you look at Terran, for instance, now don't get me wrong, I find Terran very difficult to play. But if you're playing as a Terran, you'll have your Marine, Marauder, Medevac in a ball on a hotkey. You'll maybe start adding in some Ghosts, and you might have some Vikings if you're playing against Protoss. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's one spellcaster that you're controlling, just the Ghost. Sometimes they might also have Ravens, so you'd have two. And when you're playing as Protoss, obviously all that you do is you build carriers and then you go win, right? Oh yeah, I'm playing. Protoss players, relax. I play a lot of Protoss too. It's a lot more than that. Protoss, you're controlling things like Disruptors and Templar at the same time. And those are all very good. But I feel like if you're able to use Vipers along with Lurkers, which need to be burrowed, and then your Infestors, you suddenly start needing 4 arms. Because then you also start talking about getting your Queens in the mix. Yeah, it's a lot to do. Not that I'm saying it's harder than the other races, but I think the actual point that I'm trying to make after my very long rant is that the top players, the top Zergs, they can get a lot out of the race. That being said, ooh, we're going to see some, we're going to see double Battlecruiser. Has to be. Yep, there it goes. Battlecruisers. I like Battlecruisers. Now, again, that is a very one-sided conversation saying that, yeah, they're good because of the race. Honestly, all of the top players are very good with their alternative races. So we look at Reyna and we go, yeah, Reyna is playing a lot of Protoss. And he's pretty good with Protoss, let's be honest. But he's the only pro to do that. No, it's not true. Maru plays a lot of Protoss. I don't actually know about Serral. Serral might only play Zerg. I don't know. But the pros are really good at their off races as well. So, you know, if Serral had to, when he picked up the game, go into Terran, chances are he'd still be as good as a Terran there as he is now as a Zerg. You know, these guys are just that good. Maru, if he played Protoss, might have been the best Protoss in the world. Who knows? So, yeah. Anyway, very long rant. Just to say that I think they're very cool. Anyway, we have Battlecruisers. There's the first one. They take really long. I ranted in the entire time that those Battlecruisers were building. They take so long. Battlecruisers, one of my absolute favorite units. They really encompass the entire capital ship type of thing. Like, carriers are nice and all, but they're boring. Battlecruisers are where it's at. It's the reason why I don't like playing Zerg, because Zerg doesn't really have this capital ship, this type of battlecruiser. You know, they've got broodlords. Woohoo! Yay! That's so exciting. Let's be honest, battlecruisers are way more exciting than broodlords. Woo! One's getting a little bit low in health. Is he still building more? No, he seems to have just gone for the 2 off of a double starport with Tech Labs. Is he going to be doing something with it? Maybe he's just doing 2 medevacs before going into more. I'd love to see more battlecruisers. I'd love to see mass battlecruisers. Serral, doing Serral things, makes Mutalisks to deal with battlecruisers. Now, most people would go for Corruptors, because Corruptors actually deal with battlecruisers. Serral, nope. He makes Mutalisks. And then you look at this and you go, yes, this is something I should try in my games. And then you try it and yeah, it doesn't go well. Your Mutalisks just die to the battlecruisers or widow mines or something. So yeah, don't try this at home. But yeah, it is a very interesting build from Spirit. And we'll see how Serral counters it. He's going for Banelings. He's going for a bunch of Zerglings. Upgrades are looking pretty even so far. We see the armory going up, so I assume Spirit is going to go straight into his +2/+2. Here are the Mutalisks. The flock has arrived. Battlecruisers jumping to go defend. Now you see, Mutalisks are way faster than Battlecruisers, like way faster. So if you can control them, you'll just outrun the Battlecruisers all day long. As we can see, I mean, the Battlecruisers, they're just lagging behind. At the same time, there is a little bit of a push onto the creep. Where's the medevacs? Oh, there they are. Mutaflock's still flapping around. Ooh, bunch more coming to join. At this stage, Spirit decides he's going to go for a push. Is he? Is he just trying to control the center of the map? You gotta be careful. These Mutalisks are gonna jump in your base. Hello, battlecruiser. Yep, splat. There goes one. Okay, so he is pushing onto the creep now, sieging up his tanks. Nice and far back. A couple going on to the creep. This is dangerous. Pushing up with just a couple of medevacs. Now the mutas are trying to cause a little bit of interference. Serral evacuating the space. He's quite happy to let it go. This position is too hard to defend. Now this is what's nice about the battlecruisers, is they're going to provide support for these tanks and these marines. Very, very interesting. At the same time, Serral's going to be running by with his Zerglings and Mutalisks. Drop does go into the main base. I think it might be taken out by the Spore. No, he gets it out in time. Marines pushing forward. That's a lot of Ling Bane. A lot of Ling Bane could be dangerous. Those battle cruisers just holding a nice position, making sure that this army can't flank so well. Picking off those reinforcements. That's very good pick off. See, if this Terran army can't get reinforced, Serral's going to be in a good position because he's reinforcing all the time. He's just acquired another base. He was quite okay to lose that one. And in terms of workers, I don't even think he lost too much. 8 workers gone. It's a decent amount. Zergling Mutalisk run by, still continuing, still looking for more. Banelings are pushing now. The Battlecruisers going into the main. They're going to see if they can turn around and go back without doing anything. Never mind. Mutalisks coming in. They're going to be trying to get rid of some more. Ooh, but Marines have a lot of DPS. Okay, so this is an awkward position because this entire area is now without creep. Not ideal as a Zerg player. Serral is collapsing onto this army, but good position at the top of the ramp. Spirit holding very well. These mutas are going to jump on the BCs, but they do teleport out. And they actually just go straight here. Very clever. Very clever. Yeah, the Spirit seems to be holding his own here. You know, he pushed well there. He got rid of a base. He's going into Thors now. Thors obviously love fighting against the Mutalisks. Yeah, very aggressive. They have splash damage against air. Okay, Serral, you're just gonna jump straight onto those. Yeah, interesting. Jumping onto the Battlecruiser, gets rid of it. Thor lifted into the main to help defend. Yeah, this is where it gets dangerous. Once Serral gets into the groove with his Mutalisks, hard to stop. Jumping straight onto the Thor, and that's one dead Thor. Okay, Thors are good, but not quite in those numbers. Spirit dropping again, trying to get rid of these Mutalisks. They get rid of the Battlecruiser. Serral, you madman! How do you do this? He's just making, or at least getting so much value out of these Mutalisks. +2 air upgrades. He's got +2/+2. Spirit also on +2/+2. Serral hasn't gone for his +3, whereas Spirit has, so that's going to be very good for Spirit soon. But he's got to hold out until those upgrades finish. If he can, I mean, +3 is very good for Marines that attack so very, very quickly. This base looks to be in a bit of trouble. The Marines going to try help it out. I think they might be okay. Nope. No. Nice try. Run by here into the base with the banelings. 5 workers killed. There was a pull away by Spirit, so he managed to save most of his SCVs. Not too shabby at all. This area still has no creep. Yeah. Bunch of banelings, Mutalisks. Watch out, Marines. Watch out. Okay, there comes the +3 adrenal glands for Serral. Zerglings running by. They are dealing some damage here on the 3rd base. That's 5 workers down. Reinforcements are coming to help. Mules being dropped. Yeah, very, very close. Serral is up in worker count, but obviously is the Zerg. His army is also a little bit more, but Spirit's not out of this. I think Spirit's in a decent position. If he can solidify now, start really getting out a decent army, I think he's going to have to get more than just Marines. This stage he's just going for tanks and medevacs. Here goes the Mutaflock once again. Dealing damage, getting rid of a tank, getting rid of the factory. Serral has gotten such value. Ghosts are coming out. Okay, Spirit does tend to favor his ghosts towards the late game. I don't really know. I mean, ghosts are always good. The snipe, they can get rid of that Mutalisk flock, which is honestly being quite a pain. It's really dealing a lot of damage. Here we go, the Zerglings and the Banelings running into this base. The Mutalisks have done so much. This base is also in deep trouble. Yeah, I think this is falling apart. Serral is just absolutely flexing his muscles against Spirit here. Spirit's holding on, he's doing well, but this is not the best position for him to be in. That's 15 workers down. Ooh, you gotta be careful pushing up this ramp. I don't know if I like it. Zerglings coming in. +3 Zerglings are pretty good, but they don't have their +3 yet. This attack might be a little bit too soon. Yeah, he's gonna drop back. He is making supply open for some Ultralisks and a bunch more Zerglings. Once that +3 comes in, I think Serral's gonna be in a fantastic... Wow. Wow, that is a Baneling forest. Yep, he's been growing them banelings, and they're gonna hatch now. I always love to see that reinforcements coming from all over the map. It's one of the most satisfying things as a Zerg player. Just seeing all those reinforcements coming from the different bases. Maybe it's just me, I like seeing it. Alrighty. The supply is still very much in the lead for Serral. That was some very good attacks that he got in there. Serral's economy, almost more than 1,000 minerals per second. Far more. Ooh. Yeah, stop talking about minerals. We see the Mutalisks, we see the Zerglings, we see the attack here with Ultralisks, Banelings. Serral, he is absolutely everywhere. He is destroying bases and SCVs. That's 19 SCVs down. Spirit is just constantly having to resupply, get more SCVs. That's not ideal. That's not what you want. Chitinous plating is on the way. Ultras really need that upgrade. Otherwise, they're quite squishy. There are ghosts. I never like Ultralisks when there are ghosts already out in the field. But with some decent micro spirit, might be able to pull something off here. Yeah, collapsing onto this army again, finds a weak spot. Banelings coming in. Ghosts are not able to get decent snipes off yet. Yeah, they're dying. There comes one. Ghost falling. 19 more workers going down as Serral is attacking with his Mutalisks from a different angle. GG is called. Serral is just too strong for Spirit. Yeah, he put up a good fight for a long time, and then just when Serral decided to put his foot on the gas, he just ran away with it. So very good game there by Serral. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like rating if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft content. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.